What is up, guys? I am up here at a super rad location. I'm with the legend himself,
My man.
Vaughn Gittin. Man, thank you for letting me go for a ride with you today.
Look, we should tell your people how this heck came about today.
Well, it's funny you say that because on my way over here, I was like, the first time I got to ride in a 6th generation Bronco was with you, ironically, and then now I'm gonna ride something that's just over the top.
Well, I'm talking about I called you this morning and I'm like, hey,
yeah,
I got a spot at 9 o'clock. I literally hear clank, dude. I'm at the gym. I don't know. Let me look at these. I'm picturing you sitting on a bench.
That's exactly what I was doing.
Looking at your phone. I can make it.
That's exactly what I did.
I gave you the pin, and here you are.
Yeah, I was in
Yucca.
Yucca Valley. He's like, hey, I got a spot at 8:30. I'm like, damn, I'm an hour away. Like, if I leave right now, I can make it right at 8:30. I'm glad you gave me the extra few minutes.
Yeah, you don't smell too bad either, so that's good.
Yeah, no shower and everything. So yeah, we're tell us about this.
Yeah, so it's funny, right? Your first gen, you drove with me, right? And it was a pre-production unit. You couldn't drive it, early vehicle.
Yeah.
And now we're here once again experiencing history.
Yeah.
So this is the Ford F150 Lightning switchgear. This has been a collaboration with Ford Performance for about 2 years.
Okay.
And basically, Ford has a fleet of demonstrators to learn and bring back that technology and the things that we learn back to production. So the goal of this vehicle is to learn how battery electric vehicle with capable chassis can handle in this environment, basically.
Yeah.
So this vehicle is basically bone stock powertrain. And what we did is we widened the track, very similar to Raptor-ish.
It's wider.
Yeah, it's probably a bit wider, but
It's wide, man.
we've got basically billet upper arms, fabricated lower arms, Fox 3.0 race shocks all the way around. The rear is independent suspension still, which is how the factory configuration is.
Okay.
So we just fabricated those, made them wider, got more travel, stronger, beefier CVs and axles, RTR bead locks, and 37 trail graps on it. So,
well, there's no other way you can stress a drivetrain than putting some big meats on it.
Big meats on it. And that's what we're doing. We're out here, while we're giving experiences, we're learning a ton.
Yeah.
And I'm so impressed with it.
I was gonna say, so far, how's it? Is it everything you expected, or?
Yeah, it's so impressive. There's no confusion that electric vehicles are heavier.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So this truck weighs right around 7,000 pounds. So it's similar to a trophy truck.
Yeah.
But the center of gravity is so low because the battery lives between the wheels, right?
Yeah.
And it's down on the bottom.
Yeah.
So when you drive this truck, you'll feel it when you're in it. It handles like a race car. There's no big body roll. It's just flat and just and then when you flick it in, it rotates and it's just stable. Like there's no Raptors and others, like it'll just feel a little like rolly because center of gravity's higher.
Yeah.
So that's a huge benefit to this. The other huge benefit, which you'll feel, is the power.
Okay.
You point and squirt, dude, and it just head back in the seat.
Instantaneous torque.
And like when you're in the sand, like it doesn't care. Like ice engines will bog a bit. This thing is just, so it's really cool. It's just a unique experience. It's new.
Yeah.
And
this is its like maiden voyage, so to speak.
We've literally done
tested it, obviously, but
it got built. We did a quick test. We did a media day in Charlotte, and here we are.
Wow.
And so this is really history in the making. This is the most capable off-road vehicle as far as speed and like in a production platform that's ever been built. So 10 years from now, like when there's a bunch of little electric cars running out here, we'll be like, remember that? Yeah. Also, for the record too, I would like to point out, I think electric vehicles are it's gotten to be like such a if you drive an electric vehicle, you're this type of person. It's also been very politicized.
Yep.
And I just want to say for my personal, I'm not here to be a part of any of the political or any of that drama. I'm here pure from fun and the interest in innovation and performance.
Well, yeah, I mean, whenever there's something new, obviously there's going to be pushback, but like you said, innovation, that technology continues to improve, and if you can build something that does more of the same and have a fun time with it, that's cool.
That's it. So that's what we're here for. I just want everyone to understand that I'm not interested in being a part of the whatever conspiracy people think is going on. This to me is just a great opportunity for my brand RTR to collaborate with our partners at Ford Performance and learn, because all I want to do in the future is make sure we've got fun things for guys like me and you and our kids to enjoy the things that we do. So
how long did it take to get it to this point?
This is about 2 years.
2 years?
You know, frankly, it should have been a little bit of a shorter project, but there's just, you know, when you're doing these types of things, there's a lot of people involved and decisions to make and directions to go. And so, you know, had we, you know, just executed from the beginning, you know, as far as the amount of work that's done to it, it's not, you know, it's not crazy. But I say that because I'm not actually the one doing the work, I guess. But I also know the things we create. So, you know, so I mentioned the suspension, the body, right? Obviously, all of this is all carbon. So this entire panel comes off, right, for maintenance or whatever. And in the front, everything is carbon on the panels. We got this roof ring, chase rack, 2 tires. So I can see this thing going to Baja maybe this year and chasing the race and things like that. Inside, you know, we've got, you had to have the, you know, the amusement park experience. We got 3 Recaros in the back. And the original inspiration for this was the Ultimate Fun Haver. My original F-150. And so the reason why it's called switchgear is because we also have a street setup for it. So we take the big tires off, we got different shocks, put the different shocks on, lower it, take the chase rack out, and it'll be on the road. But the kicker is we love it so much in off-road, and it's everyone wants a piece of it, so it might be too busy to ever get there.
It's curious because like online there's a lot like, why'd they call it the switchgear? Because there's no, you know, there's no gearbox, stuff like that. You know, I was like, well, that makes more sense.
There you go. Yeah, that's why. So we haven't like shared that heavily because we haven't even had a chance to put it in its off-road mode. But as sick as it looks in off-road is as sick as it looks in on-road.
It's so cool, bro. It's so cool.
Well, I'm excited to get you in it.
I'm stoked to go for a ride. We're gonna hop in this thing, and you know, Vaughn's gonna do what he does best, and we're gonna have some fun.
Yes, we are.
You get me all harnessed in. You know, it's real when you get buckled into something.
Look at the service.
I know.
All right, proper.
Just casually making a phone call.
You know, this is my office.
Yep. And then I'm gonna squeeze these guys.
Yeah, we're moving, bro.
We are moving. Switch gear.
So we're doing 20 right now, just for reference.
Okay.
I'll call out some speeds because it's really, you don't know.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about this?
The instant power and the low center of gravity.
Okay.
It's so unique to any off-road capable vehicle I've ever driven. And you'll feel it, like, you know how your Bronco, you know, the higher center of gravity, it's, you feel the roll.
Yeah.
Where when we're ripping in this thing, you're gonna feel just how flat it is. It's literally like a race car in an off-road chassis. It's really interesting. That's 30. Just a little squirt.
It's so torquey. Whoa! That is so crazy.
Right? Look at it. Just like, look how flat it is.
It stays like that. Is nuts. Dude.
That's 85 right there.
Wow.
85 miles an hour. That's 75.
Holy smokes!
And the sand, it just doesn't care.
It doesn't.
Right? It just goes.
It's like nothing that's slowing it down. The power's crazy.
Torque, baby. On demand.
It's so weird that it's so quiet.
I know, right? This is 70 miles an hour right now.
It feels like we're on like a roller coaster. You know, just casually rip and drift brake. No big deal. doing great. That is so crazy. This is the most interesting thing I've ever been in. There's like no body roll.
No, it's just flat.
God, it's so crazy how I can't hear it. It just,
Right?
I can't, it's just so, I don't know.
It's just like, it's new.
I know.
My body is like, what's going on? I'm so programmed to hear noises and
God, it's almost creepy. Okay. That is so crazy.
that's about 90.
It's like we're just casually cruising.
That straight's about 90 miles an hour. This is where we get through some bigger stuff and it just floats over it.
Dude. That is absolutely insane. Crazy. Yes! Dude, I can't, it's just so, I feel like we're just sitting on the ground. I think this is the most comfortable I've ever been off-road.
And we made it, bro.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. That insane, dude. That is absolutely crazy, man. That's such a different experience.
Right?
It's crazy.
You don't realize how fast you're going.
No, and it's so quiet. So it's just like, I feel like it's some sort of AI thing. We're just floating like in a seated position across the desert.
Yeah, right?
just bodies hovering through the desert.
Oh, man.
Oh,
God,
dude.
that is so fun. It's like, it's just so new. It's like such an
Yeah.
experience, right?
Crazy, man.
All right, so give me the breakdown. I'm curious
Maybe
your
if it says
thoughts.
Patagonia on it, I can wear it.
The most interesting thing I've ever ridden in. Every time I ride with you, it's just over the top. But this thing, it's you don't hear it, you just feel it, and it's crazy. Like I was telling you, it feels like it's some sort of like computer generated, just floating bodies through the desert. Like no truck around us, and we're just hovering in a seated position, just like it's crazy, man.
What's your biggest surprise?
The power.
Yeah.
The power. You know, obviously torque is nuts with EVs, but it's a heavy truck.
I mean, it's literally a trophy truck weight. It's about 7,000 pounds.
Long stop power.
Yeah.
Power
On
train, PDU.
a heavy
race.
truck, lots of stuff added to it, heavy wheels and tires, and it's not even there.
And like, what about the sand?
Crazy.
Right?
Crazy.
It just accelerates the sand like it's on flat road.
Well, yeah, and any other thing that I've been in, like as soon as you hit sand, usually you kind of feel like, there was no difference in speed, no difference in how your body moved.
Yeah.
It just went crazy, dude. Absolutely nuts.
What do you think about the low CG? Like, we were flicking it at 85 miles an hour left and right. Like, do that in a high CG vehicle. It's a little more sketchy.
No. When you first did it, I was like, oh shit, we're coming in hot, and it just like we just stayed.
Right.
It didn't move at all.
It's just flat.
Just flat. And your corner on those curves right next to that fence, dude, it just was like you expect it, and then when it doesn't happen, it's hard to fathom, kind
Sure.
of. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
No, it
lack
is.
of
It's
noise.
also new. What'd you say?
Lack of noise.
It's nuts. I was telling him, it feels like we're just hovering a seated body position with nothing around us through the desert.
This is Shree. He's the manager of all the demonstrator vehicles and F1 for Ford.
Hey.
And so he's out here making sure everyone understands the vision here.
Yeah.
We're obviously learning a lot right now with
Learning
this
so
vehicle.
much.
Yeah.
And
Watching you rip this was just, you just don't expect it. It's something like
you
this.
don't expect the handbrake, but it works amazing. doesn't it?
Amazing, yeah.
Just points it,
Yeah.
right
Just
out.
cruising, whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Sick, man. Well, I'm so glad you got to
Thank you,
experience
bro.
that.
Thank you, man, so much.
Absolutely.
All right, that's the
Smiles on
switchgear.
faces, baby.